Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome to another collective reading. This morning I am going to be starting us out with some oracle cards, and then I'm going to be hopping into the tarot part of the reading with one of my absolutely new favorite tarot decks that I got from an artist known by Zeke, or you might also know her by Zeke's Lunchbox. She is one of my absolute favorite artists, and I am just so blessed that she has created a line of artwork that is now in the form of tarot, because I actually have a piece of her art now. So really excited to be using these brand new tarot cards by her. They are truly one in a million and super unique and beautiful. But as in for the reading, I had just set the intention that we are going to be channeling and collecting a reading as into whatever it is that Spirit or Mother, Father, God self, or our higher self wants us to know at this time. This is a collective reading, so there will be things that resonate, and then there will be things that do not resonate. If it doesn't resonate for you, that's okay. That part obviously wasn't meant for you. I always like to say, if something doesn't resonate or if something doesn't fit or apply, don't try to make it fit or apply, okay? It's obviously not for you. And so anyways, let's just get going, starting out with our first oracle deck here. Okay, we have our first card. I won't look at it yet. Okay. Archetype Angel. So at this time, I am getting the intuitive message that for some of you, this is being channeled from some of your angels, some of your guardian angels. Okay. Absolutely. I was just going to say that too. I'm picking up for a lot of you that this is about a sense of security. This is about a sense of belonging, about feeling secure, and about feeling protected. And when I say secure, I just pretty much mean safe. Like you're secure and you're safe. So let me move that box out of the way, because as soon as I thought that, instantly Star Brothers came out. It's Aurus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Okay. And then what's this here? We have Dragon Seahorse, bringing into balance the divine masculine and feminine aspects of self. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, so the message that I'm getting for you guys is that these cards are telling us about how to bring in the balance with our instincts, our inner navigational system, and our intuition, bringing that into balance with the masculine, to figuring out what it is that is right for us or not, if something is a good fit for us or not. It's about learning how to take trust in ourselves and our international I cannot speak in our inner navigational system, our intuition and our instincts, using that and learning how to build trust with it to figure out if something is a good fit or if something is in alignment with you. Bottom line, if something is just right for you or not, whatever that is. It could be a person, place, or thing. And then once we learn how to have that trust with our inner navigational system, with our intuition, with our instincts, it's about then bringing it into action, the masculine taking that into action and accountability and saying, you know what, I trust myself, I trust my instincts, I trust my intuition, and I know that this isn't the right place for me, or you know what, this is the right approach for me. And then following through with what you have been receiving from your intuition and from your instincts, from your own inner navigational system, bringing that into action and following what it has been guiding you with. So it's about bringing those balance in. And while you do have your spirit guides, while they are always here looking out for you, while they are always here protecting you and guiding you, it's like they really want you to start building that trust within yourself, with your intuition and your instincts. Yeah, really building that trust up. Learning how to trust yourself and then taking action with it. That's what these cards are really speaking to me about. Okay, so I am going to get into the tarot cards now. So let's go ahead and see what the tarot cards have to say. All right, you guys, we have the Emperor in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and Death in reverse. Okay, so right off the bat, my friends, we have so much masculine energy that we really need to bring into balance and in alignment with ourselves the masculine aspects and energy of us. With the Emperor, that's masculine. To me, I'm getting a very masculine energy from this. Whether it is masculine or feminine, it doesn't really matter, because that's the energy that I'm getting from this right now. And then we have Star Brothers, another masculine card. Okay. So, my friends, with these cards, I'm sensing that there is somewhat of a power struggle. It's a power struggle within yourself. And this really has to do with about taking that balanced approach, because what I'm getting from these cards is that somewhere along the way, somewhere down the road, like in the past, that there was a time where you could have trusted yourself, but you didn't, and it sort of like did a number on you. Or it maybe you thought at the time that you could trust yourself, but at that time, something made you feel like you couldn't. And then it made you question, can I even trust myself? Well, you guys, that's what this reading here is about. This is talking about coming back into trust with yourself, as I was saying with the oracle cards. But now I'm getting down to the real nitty gritty, the real meat and potatoes of what your what our spirit guides are trying to tell us, what they're trying to convey to us. So there is ultimately a power struggle within yourself. And that power struggle has to do with the ability of being able to trust yourself. Okay, because when you can trust yourself, when you can trust your own instincts and intuition, that is power. That is power right there. Okay, so whatever sort of a power struggle you've been having with yourself, that is coming to an end. That's coming to an end. So there's an inner transformation going, because death in reverse to me talks about an inner transformation and inner endings, things that are coming to an end and dying out and fading away within you. And this is an aspect of yourself that is really needing to go, is like the ability or the lack of ability to be able to feel like you can trust in yourself. Because the truth is that you can trust in yourself, but for whatever reason you're not. There's like fear there. There's a lack of something. There's a lack of ability to trust within yourself and to trust your intuition and your instincts. Like I said, I feel like something happened in the past where it sort of started that for you. But what's happening right now is that you're undergoing a healing process, okay? So this healing process is helping you come back to a space of where you can deeply and completely trust within yourself and your abilities. And when I say abilities, I mean like your instinctual abilities, your intuitive abilities, your inner navigational abilities, and for some of you, your psychic abilities, because these were all really wonderful and very resourceful tools that you had to help you sort of navigate your way through things. And what I'm seeing is at some point that was sort of just like stripped away from you, or it was like just sort of like plucked. But now I sort like it being in reverse. I sort of seeing that thing happen, being reversed. So where it's doing the opposite, because now you're going to be coming back into that space, back into those abilities where you can use those and you can trust them. And yeah, you can trust them. And it's going to be healing that for you. It's sort of going to, like I said, it's going to be healing. It's a healing process for you where you're going to be coming back into that. And so really what I am also getting at here is this is about getting your power back. Okay, so that's another thing, because where you had that taken away, the lack of ability to trust within your gifts and yourself, that's one thing. But then there's also this other thing where it's like, this is also about getting your power back. This is about stepping back into your power. And by going through like this process, this very big transformational process, you are overcoming so much. I know this isn't easy, just from the energy that I am picking up from you, from these cards, you guys. So this definitely is not an easy process for you right now. This is a very difficult, very challenging process. But from the looks of this and what I'm feeling is like you're going to get through this. And that's what I'm saying. Your guides are here to help you get through this. They're here to help you, but they really want you to start practicing and taking accountability with it, trusting within your own self. Excuse me. And while you go through this, know that you are safe, that you are protected. Yes, and you need to trust this process, and you need to trust within yourself. Okay, so let me catch my breath. There's a lot of channeling that was happening there. A lot of channeling that was going on. So yeah, big transformation. And like I said, this is really going to help you or bring you to overcome a lot of things. A lot of things that were really, for lack of better terms, sort of keeping you disempowered. Oh, I'm feeling this right in the heart space, you guys. And that's where I mostly channel my intuitive messages from, is from the heart space. So if I'm ever pausing in the reading and I'm not saying anything, that's because I'm tuning into my heart space, because that's where the messages are coming from. Okay, so, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but it's just how it wants to come out. So there's a lot of overcoming a lot of some of like inner obstacles, a lot of basically overcoming a lot of fear. And with that being said, the reason, so like right now you're sort of being directed from your divine support team to like really start to go inward, and they really want to exercise you within trusting your own self, your abilities and your intuition, your gifts. And while they're doing that, it's sort of causing this uprising of fear, because that you haven't really had that confidence or that ability to really trust within yourself. You haven't had that, and now you're being directed to do that, to go inward and do that. And it's scary because you couldn't do before, but now you have to. And that's bringing up a lot of fear. And that's also why they want to say, why this card came up, and they still want to say, hey, we're still here. We're still guiding you and we're protecting you. We didn't go anywhere. But this is your exercise right now. This is the work that you need to do. You need to go inward, and you need to do this work. You need to go deep and really start to learn and be able to trust yourself more deeply. Like they've got your back. You are covered. So that is like a very profound message that came through for these cards. And another thing that I'm going to say is like this is a very big transformation for you guys. Like it is an up-leveling. It is really helping you step up your game. And it's like a glow up, but for your spirit, for your spiritual growth. So it's a big, huge transformation. It's challenging, and it's beautiful. Okay, so I'm also getting the other message, or another message that's coming through with, I don't know why, but for some reason, because of all the masculine energy in here, I was sort of getting the message of like your divine support team or your spirit guides. They really sort of want you to like become your own boss. And like really go with it and really work with it, because they're saying, see where you go with it. Become your own boss and see where you go with it, because they know where you're going to go with it. They know where it's going to take you. Excuse me. And it's going to be big. It's going to be massive. It's going to be grand. It's going to be a very, very big, beautiful process. And where you're going with it, where you can take yourself with this. And that's why they're saying, become your own boss and see where you go with it, because they know. Like they really do. Okay, so we're not done yet. I always like to pull out last few oracle cards, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and get those out. Our first oracle card that popped out was Survivor. And I was laughing when this came out because the message that I got was like, you're going to survive this. You're honest to God, you're going to be okay. You're going to be more than okay. Like, they know this is challenging and they know that this is tough for you, but you're going to make it through this. That is one inevitable message that I am getting from this. Like, this is also a new oracle deck, so I don't know these cards very well, so I'm sort of like, I feel prompted, and I sort of just like want to pull out the guidebook for that. So, yeah. I really do. I think I will. Okay. I'm just going to pull out the guidebook really quick and see what it says. Survivor. Okay. Yes, here it is. So, the attribute of the survivor says, it has been called many names, but at his core, he's a proudly independent forager. Some might try to label him emerald, but when the center fails to hold and things fall apart, leaving the landscape a wreck of hardship, then the survivor's ethics become apparent. He functions in the gasp left by inequality and has no fear of draconian authority. Always the shrewd programmist, he makes certain that he and his companions never starve. Exactly, like you are covered. So I feel like with that message, that part of the message, I feel like that's also like your divine support team or your spirit guides or your whatever guardian angel that wanted to come through for you right now. That's also them saying, like, we will never let you go. We will always have your back as you go through this process and even after the process. Like, they're not going to leave you hanging high and dry. You're good. You're covered. The persona of the card says, whether it be city, desert, jungle, or forest, the survivor is a master in the art of survival. A chameleon who can navigate territory with ease. He moves by instinct. See, I told you, trusting your own instinct. He moves by instinct, unearthing whatever he needs. That's exactly what I was talking about. When there's a shortage of food or money, the survivor will find a way to provide. Yeah. When shelter is needed, he will locate a roof and a dry bed. Never selfish, he's practical and gives without question to his fellow dispossessed. No matter what misfortune chance throws against him, he remains undaunted, turning difficulty into advantage. Exactly. So, like, while this may be a difficult transition for you, it's going to be a huge advantage. You guys are leveling up. I forgot where I was with this. Yeah. Okay, so he is independent and refuses point blank to be patronized and oppressed. The world has always produced artful dodgers from Cannery Row, where Mac and the boys exhibited their oft-misplaced generosity and enduring endurance, to the black alleys of Whitechapel, where Fagin taught young Twist the finer arts of fingersmithing. The survivor is the epitome of our indomitable nature and our Dutch capacity to adapt and endure. Exactly. That's you guys. Oh my God. Beautiful transformation happening. You guys, literally, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be more than fine at the end of this. You're gonna make it through. And this is just really molding and sculpting you into something so beautiful and magnificent. Okay, what do we have for our next oracle card? I knew it. I freaking knew it, and I called it. I did. I called it. Excuse me. I want you guys to check this out really quick. We have the death card, right? Death, inner transformational, inner endings. Death and what? Death and rebirth. Wow. Oh my God. I live for synchronicities like this. This is just beautiful. Oh my God. So it says, you are being given a chance to renew your life. Exactly. Renew your life with this transformation, because that's what's happening. You are going through a rebirth. Like, you guys are overcoming a lot of things. You are stepping back into your power. You're getting your power back. And this is really, like I said, really about trusting your own gifts, abilities, instinct, inner navigational system, and intuition. It is rebirthing you, you guys. Fucking beautiful. Excuse my French, but wow. That card hit really hard in a positive way. Like, that was so profound and so beautiful. Like, the synchronicity that just happened there. Literally, I'm choked up. I'm lost for words, but there you have it, you guys. So I hope this had brought you the confirmation, clarity, encouragement, and inspiration that you needed for wherever you are on your journey. I send you all so much love, light, and blessings. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time for the next collective reading. Bye-bye.